Swaggy Swan family. Do you currently have a newborn, a little baby like you see here, and you're looking for ways to make sure that they have healthy hair growth and even doubling their hair growth? This is my daughter Savannah. When she was a baby, as you can see, she maintained her head full of hair by different tips and tricks that I usually talk about on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to make your own aloe vera hair growth oil. So you're definitely going to want to tune in, especially if you're looking to regrow your child's hair, increase an insane amount of hair growth in your child's hair, and get to the point of what you see here: flourishing hair that's curly, kinky, coily, all of that good stuff, and eventually all down to their back, as you can see on the left when she was a newborn to now. So first, you're going to need some good old aloe vera. You're going to want to purchase your aloe vera either from your local grocery store. Some places I think have it at like a farmer's market as well. They're super cheap. It's about $1.49. And that's one of the main things I love about the aloe vera plant or leaf, is that it's super inexpensive. It's literally cheaper than like a pack of gum and some soft drinks at this point. So you would be able to pick that up. You're going to want a sharp knife so that you can cut your aloe vera. This is the knife I'm going to be using. I have used a butter knife in the past, so that works also. You'll want a small bowl and a spoon for doing some scooping. And then you're going to want a container that you're going to put your oil in. This is a 2-ounce bottle that comes with a dropper top. That's what I'm going to be putting my aloe vera oil in. And I recommend it if you can get the one that has the measurements on the dropper. That would be wonderful, especially if you have a newborn, so that you're putting an exact dropper amount while they're young instead of a full dropper. Alright, so first you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut your aloe vera. So as you can see, I'm starting over at the end and I cut off that back piece. I'm just going to show you how gooey and look at that. Oh my gosh. You have to love this stuff. It's so moisturizing. Here's a close-up for you. That's the good stuff. That is the gel that you want all throughout your child's hair, all throughout your hair too as an adult. This method works great for both adults and children, but I usually focus on the kids on my channel. But everything that I show you can also be used in adults' hair. So I cut off the chunk that I want. That's a decent size. I'm going to put the excess amounts that I didn't use back into that plastic and into the fridge for storing. You're going to cut off those sharp sides. Here's another look there. See how that's glistening? There's a whole bunch of great enzymes and proteins in aloe vera, especially in the gel. That's what allows the hair to be stimulated and to grow. Go ahead and you take off those prickly parts because you don't want to poke yourself. I'm going to glide the knife through the middle just so I can create 2 halves. Open that up nicely. Now you could take these 2 pieces and as a pre-poo or as a moisturizing treatment when shampooing your child's hair, you would just apply those stems to your child's strands throughout their hair. But that's not what we're doing today. We're making oil. So I'm going to take the spoon and I'm just going to simply scoop that gel. It's super soft and easy to glide through. And I'm going to put that into the bowl I have there. So you're going to want to scoop as much as you can because, again, this is what we're going to use to break down when we have to cook this on the stove in order to liquefy a majority of it. So I'm going through with the spoon and I'm going to go ahead and get all that good gel into that bowl. And now that I've gotten all that good gel from those 2 stems, I'm going to go ahead and show you another alternative that you can do. You can actually take another chunk of the aloe vera and cut it into pieces and add those pieces into the bowl as well. So you can cook aloe vera chunks if you want to, but I would recommend breaking it down by cutting it into small chunks, or you can just extract the gel like we did with the spoon and cook that alone, or combine the 2. Either way, cooking it in this form, the chunks or the gel, is going to give you the liquefied version that you need once we apply heat from the stove to it. So I'm just going to throw that in there to show you. Voila, we have our little mixture. We don't need a lot because, again, it's just a 2-ounce bottle. When I'm doing large orders, because I do also make aloe vera oil hair growth serum for people, I would have a big pot. I would have a whole bunch of aloe vera and it would be a whole big situation, but this is just for demonstration purposes of like a small 2-ounce bottle or even a 1-ounce bottle. So we have our chunks. We're going to go ahead and transfer everything into a small pot. You can do a skillet. It doesn't matter. I'm using obviously this small pot. What I just added there is not oil. What I added is my own concoction. What I mean by that is you can add like your own stimulants to your hair growth oil to pair with the aloe vera. I have my personal preferences. Some people like to add jojoba oil. Some people like to add almond oil. Biotin, if you choose, whatever your secret sauce is that you feel will help your child's hair grow, you can go ahead and add in there. I have my own kind of formula that I pair with the aloe vera, or you can do it as a standalone. Aloe vera by itself is still very potent. It's very like great on its own. You don't have to add anything extra. I just personally do as a little, touch because of what I know and the research that I've done. So you're gonna go ahead, put that on mid-heat, I'd say. You don't want to burn it out, so don't put it on high heat. I'd have that probably on the stove for about 10 to 15 minutes. Pour it into that measuring cup and then transfer that liquid into the bottle. It's really simple. It doesn't take a lot of time. I like to infuse my oil with rose petals. You don't have to infuse your oil. I just prefer to do it. There's a personal preference, so you can infuse it again with whatever you choose. If you want to use the oil just by itself, not infused, that's fine too. Doesn't make a difference. So as you can see, you have your oil, and I would recommend applying this to the hair, your child's scalp, at least 2 times a week or up to 3 times a week. Okay, pick a day that you're going to oil their scalp, whether they even have a protective style in or not. That's why the dropper is so great. You can get in between their protective styles, like if they have cornrow braids or whatever. It's really convenient to get the dropper into the scalp and apply this oil. That oil is what's going to allow the scalp to repair itself if need be. It's going to stimulate the follicle so that there's a massive hair growth, and continuously providing the hair with this nutrient is what's going to get it back on track or have it stay on track for an insane amount of healthy hair growth. You can stock up on your bottles. I would recommend it. You don't need to store this in the fridge once it becomes an oil version. The actual aloe vera plant you will store in the fridge. The oil itself you can put in your cabinet, or you can put this with your other hair products, okay? And it just lasts. It lasts as long as your other hair products will last also. So that's what I love about the aloe vera oil. And as you can see, I have my daughter's hair here. It's still flourishing. Oh my gosh, there's so much thick hair, but that's what we want, right? So you would apply this to your child's scalp, like I said, throughout, and you can rub it in with your fingertips, and you will see a difference. You're going to see your child's hair improve, because aloe vera is just that. It's miraculous. And I mean, like I said before, go ahead and try it in your hair too. Watch, you'll start to see the growth and you'll start to see the shine. It's a strengthener as well. As you can see, my daughter's hair, when applied, it smooths it out. It makes it nice and shiny, and it smells good too. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.